in my car, guys. But anyways, let me tell y'all about how I've been sick for so damn long now. Oh, damn, my roads are empty, and it's already not even 7 o'clock. But anyways, I've been sick for basically like I'm gonna say like 3 weeks now, bro. Low key 4 weeks. But anyways, on the first day of my new job, like, I work with kids now, so it's like I get sick all the time now because my immune system has always been like really weak, and I used to get sick a lot when I was younger and stuff. So anyways, my first week at this new place with the kids, I was perfectly fine. Then the next week I get sick, right? And it just happens to be the week that I go on my vacation. So I could barely even enjoy my vacation because I was sick. Like, I was like congested, stuffy nose, and I was coughing, and like my voice just like hurt because I was talking so much with the kids. Because if you work with kids, you're constantly telling them to, like, sit down in their chairs, listen to the teacher, wash their hands, lower the volume. You're constantly talking when you have a job with kids, okay? So my tonsils were like inflamed or whatever because of all the talking that I was doing. And next thing I know, it's like it was kind of hurting to swallow, and then I was like drooling like nonstop, like my mouth was like producing a big amount of saliva or whatever. So then I went to the doctor, and she was like, oh, let me give you some amoxicillin, because she could tell it was like a bacterial infection or whatever. So I get amoxicillin for all my symptoms, my throat or whatever, because it looked really bad, right? And my uvula was swollen too. So she gave me amoxicillin. I took it for 10 days, right? Because you take like one pill every 12 hours or whatever. So I took it for 10 days. And after that, your infection is supposed to be gone, or your throat is supposed to feel better. But for me, that did not help, bro. And the amoxicillin was actually like a high dosage. Like, I think it was like 500 milligrams or whatever. So that did not help. And then turns out, like, because of all my talking that I gotta do every single day, I feel like the medicine was kind of like canceled out, because I can't really get better if I'm like continuing to talk every day. So my throat is still gonna be like inflamed, it's gonna be sore, even though I am taking the amoxicillin. So then this past week, you know how like schools are open for like, Monday through Friday or whatever. So basically I'm here talking for like 8 hours every single day, and it really is like an exhausting job, right? So my throat started to get worse. So basically all this week I've been like, congested and sneezing and coughing. So it's like all my old symptoms pretty much came back, even though I already took the amoxicillin. So I'm here thinking like, oh, I should be better by now. Like, why is it coming back? So I guess the amoxicillin didn't work, and it's like my sickness started to come back. My throat is like even more inflamed from before. And like, I can't just go a whole day without talking. Even on my off days, like, I still be talking to my family, or I still gotta like go out to the grocery store, talk to people, blah blah blah. So it's like I still have to talk, right? So my throat hasn't gotten any rest since I started this new job. And I'm thinking like, damn, is my throat ever gonna be back to normal, even if I do continue taking like all this medicine, right? So I went to the doctor just now. I waited 2 hours in that damn waiting room. I don't know why the doctor's office always has like a ridiculous amount of waiting time, right? So then I go into the little room, and tell me why it's the same doctor that I had last time who gave me the amoxicillin. And I was like, oh, it's you. And like, even she recognized me. I don't know how she remembered me. Maybe because I probably still have the same hair from a fucking month ago. So then she was asking me like, did it get worse? Did it get better? And I told her like, I think it got worse because now I have diarrhea now. So like, I'm here thinking like maybe the bacteria like spread from my throat to like the rest of my body, because I was looking at like, pictures of like what's it called, strep throat. I was looking at pictures of like strep throat, and of course it looks really nasty. Like, you have like those little white dots back there, your uvula is swollen, blah blah blah, right? And now I even have the little white dots back there. So I'm thinking like maybe because the medicine didn't work, like maybe my sickness, like the inflamed tonsils, maybe that turned into strep throat. But still, it's like I can like still swallow, which is like weird to me, because when I had strep throat before, I was not able to like swallow anything at all. But it's like right now I'm still able to like swallow my water, eat my food. It might be like worse tomorrow, I don't know. But she prescribed me a different medication this time, because she said the amoxicillin like should have worked, but I guess it didn't. So this time she prescribed me like an actual like throat medicine rather than amoxicillin, because amoxicillin is just for bacteria, but like she said the throat medicine is supposed to like help with my, I don't know what it's supposed to do for real, but it has like a long ass name, and it's in pill form, which low-key sucks, because imagine tomorrow I wake up and I pick up my prescription and I can't even like swallow tomorrow. How the fuck am I supposed to take those pills, you know? So I wish it was a liquid form, but it's not. And then she said I gotta eat it with food. So she said it would make me like nauseous or something, like my stomach would hurt. So now I gotta eat this shit with food. So I gotta like plan out what time I take this damn pill. But overall, I hate getting sick, and I personally feel like my throat isn't gonna get better, because like I still have to go to work. I still have to talk at work 8 hours every single day. So imagine I take these pills and then what's it called, next week, like I gotta talk again, and then my throat starts hurting again. Like it's like a never ending sickness. So now I'm wondering, I'm like, damn, do I have to like change my job and go to like a job that doesn't like talk a lot and like wear out my vocal cords or something? I don't know. And like the thing is, I am like staying hydrated. I was taking like cough drops and like Halls like during work. Like the kids be asking me, they're like, oh, my mom takes those, what are those, is that candy? And I'm like, bro, this is for my throat, because I'm always yelling at y'all, you know. And I'm drinking water because I'm dehydrated because of the damn diarrhea or whatever. But this sickness is terrible. Like I hate being sick in general, because usually I just get like a normal like head cold or whatever, because I don't have allergies. So usually I get a head cold, but this shit, when your throat like hurts, is bad, especially because like I'm talking all day at work, right? And then usually at my other jobs, I would like go to work and then like come home and like film a video for YouTube, or I would go live on TikTok, blah blah blah. But now it's like I can't even do that, because I'm not trying to like stress my vocal cords way more than I have to. But at the same time, I do want to do these lives and all that stuff for watch time or whatever. So it's like annoying, because now it's like I can't even do YouTube, because like that's also another thing that requires me to talk a lot, you know, like to tell, because I tell, what the fuck, but I tell long ass story times that be fucking like 30 minutes long. And so now I'm like, how am I gonna record my story times if my throat be hurting, you know? So that's what sucks. But it's almost 4th of July weekend, and I'm gonna get like 4 days off in a row. So I'm gonna try and rest my voice during that time, and like, you know, take the pills, blah blah blah, and hopefully my throat gets better. But my opinion, I feel like it won't, but I don't know. And I even told her that too, because she was telling me, that car is so fucking loud, but she was telling me that like she hopes the medicine will work. And I was like, yeah, because I'm not trying to see you like every other week, like this is crazy. And she was like, yeah, but you know, you're a nice patient, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yes, like I know I'm a nice patient, because I was waiting in this damn waiting room for you for a whole hour. You know, you're lucky I did that. Because part of me, like when I be in the doctor's like waiting room or like something like that, I be thinking that they forget about me low-key. I don't know if that's my anxiety or what, but I be sitting in the waiting room thinking like, damn, like are they doing every other patient except for me? Because you know how like they're supposed to go in order of the time that you get to the doctor or whatever, but like some of these places don't be going in order. And like me, it's low-key fine with me because I'm like, sure, forget about me, help that sick old lady over there who looks like she just had a heart attack. So I'm like a patient person. I can deal with that stuff, but it's just annoying having to wait so long, especially because I could only go at like this time of the day because I had stuff to do in the morning, right? So I had a busy morning. I had to wake up early as fuck to go to some medical training class, and then after that I had to get my new contacts and my new glasses, and then so the only time I could go to the doctor was late in the day. And now my stupid pharmacy closes at 6 o'clock, right? So I can't even go pick up my medicine, blah blah blah. So hopefully she put in the prescription properly, and then tomorrow morning I can't even sleep in on my day off because now I gotta pick up this stupid prescription for my throat medicine. So I'm just hoping that I don't wake up like super early and like my whole throat is closed, because that's what it looks like now. Like if I look at my throat, I use my my phone flashlight and I looked at my throat, it low-key looks like it's about to close up, and it low-key looks like scary because I'm thinking like, imagine like you wake up and your whole throat is closed. Like what do you even do, bro? Like I guess you could breathe through your nose, but imagine like my nose is congested, so it's like, do I just fucking die, or does your body like what is it called, like overreact, like your natural reactions like kick in, and then you just like automatically aren't stuffy anymore because your body is like fighting to breathe? I don't know. So we will just have to see at that point, because it's like right now it just feels like my whole head is fucking like booming, and that's like the same shit that happened last time. So I'm just hoping that I can take this fucking medicine tomorrow and be over it. But it's like I still have to go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I gotta talk some more, so it's like my voice isn't gonna be healing those couple of days. So hopefully it heals over the long weekend. And like that's another thing that I hate with like working 9 to 5 jobs, because if I'm working 9 to 5, I can't be calling out like every 5 seconds. Like I already took 2 days off when I was sick last time because the doctor literally told me to stay home because like my throat, I don't know, I guess I was contagious, because technically like any type of like I didn't have strep throat or COVID, but it's like technically I am sick. So she didn't want me like teaching around the kids, because then I would get the kids sick, the other teachers sick. So she was like, oh, just stay home. Like I actually had a doctor's note to stay home. And of course my job was like, oh, you're taking 2 days off? That's crazy, and they were like low-key mad about it, because these jobs don't give a fuck about us, right? So it's like they be pressuring you to come back to work. They're like, oh, we don't give a fuck that you called out sick, like we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, damn, but that's gonna be another story time, because I'm gonna do a whole story time about working at this job like I do all my other story times. But like, tell me why I emailed them and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be out sick, like the last, what was it, like 2 weeks ago when I was sick, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna be out sick today, sorry, like, and I have a doctor's note, and I emailed them the doctor's note, and then she pretty much emailed me back and she was like, we don't give a fuck about this email, you're supposed to call us before, like that's the policy, you have to call us if you want to call out of work. That's pretty much what her email said. Like I don't know, I just knew her tone of voice or whatever, and I sent an email back and I was like, I physically cannot talk right now, my throat is fucking closed up, like hence why I sent the email. And I don't care if she took it like as sassy or not, because at these jobs I really don't care about making friends with these like older people, and not even the younger people either, because all I do is go to work and go home. I'm not trying to see y'all any more than that, right? So I don't really care about being friends with people from work. So I sent that sassy ass email and I was like, yeah, I sent the email because my fucking throat is closed. How the fuck am I gonna do a phone call? You want me to do a phone call when my throat is like closed up and swollen? Like I physically can't talk, and you're here telling me like, oh, it doesn't matter, you got to call the office. I'm like, bro. But anyways, that's why I hate going to the damn doctor, because I don't know, low-key I feel like doctors don't do shit, bro. Like I'm here telling you what's wrong with me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is what it said in Google, and then the doctor's like, oh yeah, that's totally what you have, and then they just give you like medication for what sounds like it would help. So I'm hoping this next round of medication actually does help, because I'm low-key not trying to go to the doctors again. And luckily they're open on Saturday, because you know if I work 9 to 5 during the week, and like I know literally some doctor's offices are open from 9 to 5 during the week. So luckily I could go to this other place. It's like an urgent care, so they're like open during the weekends or whatever. So I don't know, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. But I'm gonna go live again, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, I need to do like some lives about my work stories. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. But